Hi, I'm George St. Pierre, TKO welterweight champion, also UFC veteran. Today I'll show you a couple techniques that I enjoy to do when I'm fighting, and it's worked very well for me. Today I'll show you a couple striking combos and striking counters that I love to do when I'm fighting, and that it's worked very well for me. So I will start to show you jab counters. The power of a jab comes by your back leg. So when you throw a jab, it's very important to be loose on your foot. So first of all, okay, I keep my hands up in all time. What I'm gonna do, when David's gonna throw me a jab, I'm just gonna pat it like this. And then I'm gonna step in and then and jab. So I'll do it regular speed. Very important too, when you land a jab, your elbow have to stay in, like this. If you're doing this, your opponent will see it coming. So when I throw a jab, it's very important. I have to be loose and quick. Now I'll show you another good technique against somebody taller than you, somebody who got the reach advantage. With this technique that I'm gonna show you right now, it's good because you duck under and you close the distance against your opponent. So like that, you have you can use a smaller reach to hit him. So very important, you keep your hands up in all time, very loose on your foot. And when you duck under, when the jab is coming, you duck under, you keep your hands up and you keep your eyes looking at him. So you just duck under like this. You don't turn your body this way, just a little bit, you see? When you duck under, you keep your eyes, you keep looking at him. You just duck under like this, you keep your hands up to the same place. You don't do it like this, very important. You just duck under and come back with a right hand. The right hand, you want your right hand touch your opponent's chin. So I'm like this, when he threw, I just duck under and boom, counter punch with the right hand. The power come off my hips and my foot on the ground. So I'm here. I'm looking for to hit on the chin my opponent, okay? Not on the nose, not on the forehead, the chin. Even the neck, if I can, I'm looking for his neck. When I'm looking for his neck, I'm gonna hit his chin. I'm right here, and don't forget at the end, the little movement of your wrist. I'll show you a third option against a jab. The third one, you have to use your legs. Hands up, very loose, always very loose. It's very important. If you're stiff when you land a shot, you're going nowhere. So very loose, like that you have the speed advantage. All right, when the jab is coming, you land a leg kick, but inside your opponent's legs, right here. You hit with your shin, not with your foot. And your hips and your leg have to make one. You don't kick like this. You kick with all your hips. Your hips have to turn. This hand coming up to protect your chin, and this hand coming down to give you the swing. So it's like a duck under in the same time. So when the jab is coming, you just boom and come back with the right hand. The right hand, we see it before. Don't forget the little twist at the hand. So you're here when the jab is coming, boom, boom. Another of my favorite technique is it's called the Urogiri. It's a basic Kyokushin karate technique. For you, it's a spinning back kick. Very important thing, before doing this, you have to set it up with a jab first. Because if you don't set it up with a jab, you turn your back on your opponent so you can get knocked out. Very important, hands up. When you throw a jab first, and then when you go for the spinning back kick, your eyes have to come first. When your eyes come first, your knee have to stay in, not out. The power come off from this area. It's like a horse. When a horse kick, it's like this. It's very powerful. It's from the hamstring. So when I turn here, my eyes come first and I kick exactly like a horse. I kick with my heel. Boom! And then I turn, hands up. I'll do it faster. Throw a jab, boom. Boom. The mistake everybody is doing, they're doing this. You know that the foot go a little bit too much outside. Look at my knee stay inside, doesn't go outside. That's how you're gonna have more speed. And don't do this before you're doing this technique. Just stay normal, throw a normal jab, boom. Very important when you land your spinning back kick. Don't try to go too far, because if you go too far and you miss, you fall unbalanced. What's hurt your opponent is the snap. So it's like a punch. You punch and you come back. It's the same thing with a kick. When you have your maximum reach, you come back. So I'm here. I don't try to push my opponent. You see? I just hit and I come back. That's what hurt. I'm here. I land a jab. Boom! I come back right away. Sometimes when you're going to land a spinning back kick, your opponent lower his hands because he's waiting for it, especially if you did it during the fight. So what you can do, if he's waiting for that, same thing, you throw a jab, and when you turn, you think you're going for a spinning back kick, but you're going for a spinning back fist. So when you turn, your hand have to be like this, not like that. Like that is in kickboxing, they use it like this. But in MMA, in kickboxing it's illegal to do it like this, but in MMA it is. It's legal, so I want you to do it like this, because what's happened, sometimes you don't catch your opponent, you don't hit your opponent with the hammer fist, you can hit him with the forearm. And if you're like this, you can cut him more easily, because your bone is right there. It's like a razor blade. Boom. And when you turn, very important, when you turn, this hand have to stay up, because when you finish, you're going on the side a little bit, and you need a protection against a counter punch. And then after you step back and you can come back to your position. This technique works too when your opponent is coming at you. Sometimes you don't have to chasing him. It's good when your opponent is against a corner. When he's trapped against a corner, you know he's going nowhere, so he can't back up and counter punch you. So you're like this, you throw a jab, very loose, and then you finish with a hammer fist, a back fist. The other technique I'll show you, it's a counter to the spinning back kick and the spinning back fist. A lot of people, when they see the spinning back kick or spinning back fist coming, they just step out. But the key is not step out, because when you step out, it's hard to come back and counter punch your opponent. You have to, if you know he's going for that, you have to use it to your own advantage to counter punch for him. First of all, always keep your hands up, and when you know the spinning back kick is coming, you don't step out. You just step on the side and you wait for your opponent touch the ground, and you wait for your opponent land his kick, and then boom, you connect with the right hand. And don't forget, like I said at the end, the little snap. That's what it's make a knockout. Boom. Right on the jaw, because you can't hit behind the head. Right on the jaw, right here, on the throat. Boom. Don't forget the little snap at the end. Bang! I'll show you another option to counter your opponent back kick or back fist. This one is a little bit more advanced, because you take more risk in doing this. When you know your opponent is going for a back kick or a back fist, You keep your hands up in all time. This one is the most important one. You have to keep this hands up even when you're gonna kick. So you're here, very loose. When the kick is coming, right away, you kick your opponent butt like this, boom, and you kick with the palm of your foot, and all the power is coming from your hips. Just don't do this. Don't do it like this. Look at my hips. My hips is here, and boom. When he's doing his motion, right away, boom. What's gonna happen is don't do it during sparring because it's a very dangerous technique. Because you can injure your opponent lower back here. You can injure his hips. It doesn't look that bad, but if you have the right timing and if you're doing well, don't do it at sparring, you know. It's a dangerous technique. So I'm right here when he's going for his motion and boom, right away. Keep my hands up because sometimes what can happen is doing, but I can miss. And if he's doing for a spinning back fist, if my hands are low, vas-y un spinning back fist. Why? I can slip, and boom, he can catch me. I can miss it, you know, because I can slip on his hips. But if I'm doing well, keep my hands up, boom. And when I kick, my hips come forward, and I step forward after. All right? I'll show you some of my favorite takedown from the wrestling clinch, and when I put my opponent against the cage, we'll work it out with David the Crow Loiseau, and then after I'll show you some drill. Then you can work with your training partner or a friend to develop your takedown or takedown defense. Right now, I'm gonna show you a takedown techniques from the wrestling clinch. It's an arm drag followed by a single leg attack. Very important. First of all, when you're in the wrestling clinch, you have to push your opponent forward. When he's pushing you back, you grab the wrist and you push the wrist inside your body. Then with your other hand, you're gonna grab his tricep almost in the armpit, not on his elbow, higher, almost in his armpit. You clear the arm, and as soon as you clear the arm, you push your opponent back and grab the single leg, knee tight to finish him. So I'm here in the wrestling clinch. I push a little bit my opponent before he give me the resistance. As soon as he give me the resistance, I slip my thumb inside here. As soon as I grab his wrist, pushing his wrist in, grabs almost in his armpit, push him back. Sometimes when you're in the wrestling clinch position, you can't grab your opponent's wrist because it's too tight. So I have a solution for that. It's called an inside hook. I'm right here, he's too tight, so I can't grab his wrist. It's impossible. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull him a little bit, and he's gonna give me a resistance back. So as soon as I pull him, he resists to me. That's the key. It's a trap. So I pull him, he resists to me, and now usually he gives me his leg forward to avoid me to pull him. So look at this leg. I pull him. Oh, he gives me this leg. I go here, and it's an ankle pick right now. When I'm doing the ankle pick, I'm gonna break this position down. You give me the resistance, up, step in here. Look, I put my knee on the ground, my hand on his knee, right, the back of his knee, and my other hand on his back. I don't push forward here, I push in 45 degree, and with this leg on the ground, help me to push him. And then I finish like this. So still from the wrestling clinch position, you can't grab his wrist. Sometimes you can't, do the inside hook. And I'll give you a third option on that position. So I'm right here in the wrestling clinch. I'm gonna grab his lat here. You see my hand? I grab his lat. So I keep him very close to me. I'm gonna step back, and in the same time I step back, I pull him to me like this, and I take I grab under his leg, and I keep my motion going until I put him down. So I'm right here. I give him a resistance. He push me back. As soon as he push me back, I take the side mount, side control. I push. All right, my fourth option for the wrestling clinch. It's, for the takedowns, I can show you many techniques that I want, but certainly, you like technique better than others. So you have to choose which technique is work well for you. Which technique do you prefer? And it's normal. You can't like all the techniques. It's like everything. You have to choose a proper way to do a takedown, and that's why I show you many techniques. Like that, you can choose what you want. The other solution is you're in the wrestling clinch. You pull the guy, so like that, he give you the legs. You grab inside his knee, and look what I'm gonna do with this arm. I'm gonna run towards him, and I'm gonna pull this hand, pull my hand right now, pull my hand and try to pull his leg in the same time and run towards him. And with this arm, I'm gonna do like I'm a baseball pitcher, like this. Okay, sometimes it's impossible to take your opponent down when you're in the wrestling clinch. You need, especially in the UFC, you need to use defense to your own advantage. And that's what I'm gonna show you right now. Sometimes you try many techniques in the wrestling clinch, but the guy just defends and he's very hard to take down. You need to put him against the fence. So I'll show you a good technique to put your opponent down when he's against the fence. But first of all, to bring him against the fence, a good way to do it is you fake, you're going for this leg. So he's gonna step back this leg, or he's gonna put his weight backward a little bit. And when he put his weight backward, you just keep pushing him until he's against the fence. Look at my arm right now. My arm here, go more deep as possible. I'm going deep right here and put my hand against the fence. I try to put his back flat against the fence. That's my strategy, because if he defends and pulling his butt against the fence, it's very hard for me to put him down because I can't reach his leg like this, you see? So when I push him, I have to make sure I'm very deep right here. My underhook is very deep, and I keep the pressure on him. So the other thing too, I have to reach his wrist, put his wrist against the fence, and my knee have to be outside here. So like that, I have the perfect control against him. Once I get that, I go for the single leg out head inside. I'm going here. Here I grab my forearm. Défends un peu, David. Even if right now, even if he defend, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull and lift him in the same time. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm here, I fake. Up. When I lift him, I don't only lift him, I pull him away against the fence, because sometimes a guy can cheat, can hold the fence, and to put him down, I have to put his back down. So if I just lift him and put him down, sometimes he's gonna go like this and he's gonna try to back up. So it's very important to put him down completely like this. I'm in a clinch, I want to put him against the fence. I fake the single, I push him, my hand very deep here, push his ribs, go in the crouch, right here with my arms. Live. Finish the takedown right here. Take the side. Sometimes this technique doesn't work because your opponent is a good wrestler. He's able to keep away your arm in your crouch. So when you keep away your arm in your crouch, he's able to take the wizard, and the wizard is the defense against a single leg and head inside. So I'll show you a counter to the counter. Try to push my opponent, same position, push his back against the fence, here. Then I grab the single, but he did the wizard. You see right now, I can't lift him because he put his knee inside here. And he cranked my shoulder right now. So that's the defense. So look closely right now. What I'm gonna do, you hold my wrist. With this hand, I'm gonna free my arm here. You see, he hold my wrist. Up, I'm gonna free my hand, hold his wrist, and pull his ankle back. Like this. And go for the takedown. Try to go for the first technique. Doesn't work. I have to free my hand up. Up. Near outside. You take the wizard, I can't lift him. Free my hand. And go for the takedown. I'll show you my weightlifting program right now. I lift weight maybe once, twice a week. I'm not a bodybuilder, and the way we train, like for MMA, professional MMA fighter, the way we train, it's not the same as bodybuilder. So you will see my training, it's a lot more hard, you know, hard for the heart, because the way I train, it's more cardiovascular. So the goal of my training is not to become with bigger arm. For sure, it's gonna develop my muscle. It's gonna make me stronger and faster. But it's the goal of it's to help make my heart stronger, to pump the blood in my muscle, give me the explosion during the fight. So every sequence is followed by 4 different exercises. It's a superset. It's a superset of 4 different exercises, and in each 4 different exercises, I have to do 10 reps. So enjoy and watch me do it for you. And the first sequence is focus more on the chest and the back. One thing very important too that I forgot to tell you, I almost forgot. When you lift weight, try to never be alone, because when you're alone, you can't push yourself to your maximum. Because sometimes when you push yourself to your maximum, you can't lift the bar. You need somebody you need a spot to help you. You know, it's very important. When you're alone, it's good to train, but you can't push really to your maximum. Like now, I don't lift heavy charge because I'm alone. I don't want to take the risk to injure myself. So let's go. Let's get it on. The first set is done. I have to do 2 more. I have to repeat this sequence 3 times. So, and between each break, I have to between each sequence I have to take like a minute and a half break, because now my heart is pumping. The next sequence is more for the legs and the calf. It's gonna give you the power kick and to go for something to run. And that's the exercise who kill me the most. It's the most difficult one. Why? Because the leg is the strongest part of our body, and with the leg you can lift some very heavy charge. One thing I forgot to say before I start this training is try to always train with a partner. Never try to do this alone, because when you're alone you don't have a spot and you can enjoy yourself. So sometimes you don't have choice. Like right now I'm alone, but I lift very light charge. I don't try to lift a heavy charge. So be careful with that and try to find a partner to train with you. The next exercise is more for the back and the abdomen, the abs. It's also for the core strength. So the core strength is very important in mixed martial art, and that's why with core strength we can lift and lift people and slam people down. So, and also strike, because a punch, the strength of a punch come by this, doesn't come by the arm. If we have big arm, doesn't mean we hit harder than somebody who has small arm. The punch is coming by the core strength, the core strength and the foot on the ground. So I'll show you the next sequence. It's always 4 sets of 10 reps each. So let's go. This is it for this one. For the last superset, it's actually the last one for today. It's a combo of 4 supersets, 10 reps each, same thing. It's more for the shoulder, traps, bicep, tricep, and forearm. So enjoy again. So that's it. I just finished. Right now, I suggest you when you finish this training to go take a good shower, because if you did it good, you must stink a little bit. So have a good shower and take a break before your other training tonight. Thank you and enjoy it. Another part of my conditioning training is the sprint. Sprint, you can do it like once, twice a week. It's very, very hard. For your cardio, it's very hard, and it's gonna help you to recuperate between the round. So it's all about this. It's all about the heart. So the way it's work is, so first of all, you have to buy good shoes. You know, not normal shoes. To do the sprint, you need to have a good shoes made for it. You know, good running shoes, and don't do it in the street. Because if you do it in the street, the ground is not made for it. You can, maybe not the first time, but maybe after a couple sprint training, you're gonna start have pain to your knee, pain to your lower back. That's what happened to me the first time I started, because it's so hard. So you have to do it properly. Buy a good shoes and sprint in a track and field place, you know, a place not in the street. The street it's too hard. You have to sprint in a place it's made for it. So then after, when you're ready to do it, before to start, you have to warm up, like you have to jog like 5 minutes before you start running. Jog like 5 minutes just to warm up yourself, and then you can stretch a little bit your legs and your arms, and then when you're ready, you start to do like a sprint of 30 seconds. Okay, you sprint for 30 seconds, and then after the 30 seconds, you stop and you time yourself. You time 1.5 minute break, 90-second break. During this break, you can walk like this, you know, take a good breath, and then after you do it again, 30-second sprint and up, 90-second break. You do it 3 times. After the 3rd time, okay, you take your 90-second break. You start to reduce your time of sprint, but when you reduce your time of sprint, you reduce your break too. So after the 90-second break, you take a 20-second break, 20-second sprint. So you sprint for 20 seconds. When you stop, you take 60-second break. You do it 3 times. Okay? You do it 3 times, and during your break, I know you're very tired, but don't doing this. When you're doing this, it's the worst thing you can do. It's like when you drink a Pepsi, you know. If you bend your straw, the juice not gonna, the liquid not gonna pass. Same thing for you. During your break, if you bend your body like this, the oxygen not gonna pass. So you have to walk, even if it's hard, walk and keep walking like this. You know, I know it's very hard. So you take a 1 minute break for a 20-second sprint. So you did it 3 times again, and to finish, after your 60-second break, the third one, the last time, you do like 10-second sprint, but 30-second break. You do it for 3 times too. So after you're done, so you remember, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit, you know. You don't feel like to go to lift weight or go do your sprint. The thing is, don't reduce the intensity of your training, but reduce the time of your training. Keep the same intensity, and sometimes you feel like shit, you know. But as soon you're gonna start training, you're gonna feel like you want to do more and more and more. You're gonna do like a normal training. So this is little thing that I just want to let you know. You know, it's very important. And remember, you know, the harder is your training, the easier is the fight. So train hard, and you're gonna see the result in the ring or in the octagon. Thank you.